The erotic entertainment industry, long shrouded in taboo, misunderstanding, and controversy, has produced notable figures whose lives and careers have challenged societal norms and reshaped perceptions of sexuality, gender, and agency. Among these figures is Jewel de Nyle, an American former actress and director whose career, influence, and personal journey offer a compelling lens into the evolution of cinema and the complexities of life within the industry. To understand the importance of de Nyle's career is to place her work within a broader historical and cultural framework. The entertainment industry has experienced significant shifts over the decades, from underground stag films of the early 20th century to the internet-driven, diversified market of the 21st century. The late 1990s and early 2000s, the period when de Nyle rose to prominence, marked a transitional phase where women began to assert greater creative control, challenging traditional male dominance. This era also saw a push for higher production values, the rise of niche markets, and a growing discourse around sex positivity and performer autonomy. The central argument of this video is that Jewel de Nyle's contributions to the entertainment industry extended far beyond her performances. She was a pioneering female director, producer, and entrepreneur who utilized her platform to challenge industry norms, influence representations of female sexuality, and navigate complex familial and professional relationships. Her story is emblematic of broader tensions within the film world, between empowerment and exploitation, art and commerce, fame and anonymity. Jewel de Nyle's rise to prominence within the entertainment world began in the late 1990s, a time when the industry was becoming increasingly professionalized and stratified. Her early performances quickly garnered attention for their intensity, authenticity, and emotional range, which distinguished her from many contemporaries. However, de Nyle was not content to remain a performer alone. In 2000, she made her directorial debut with Fantasies of Jewel de Nyle for New Sensations. The film marked a turning point in her career and set her apart as a creator with a distinct vision. Her directorial work was characterized by a raw aesthetic that blended eroticism with narrative complexity. This was particularly evident in projects like Bound by Blood, which she co-wrote and co-produced for Extreme Associates. In an industry often accused of commodifying female bodies, de Nyle's creative choices emphasized performer consent, emotional depth, and thematic cohesion. Through her directing, she carved out space for female-centric storytelling in cinema, a radical act in an overwhelmingly male-dominated field. The establishment of the Sluts of the Nile series for Jill Kelly Productions further demonstrated her ability to build a brand and cater to a specific audience. These films not only showcased her business acumen but also provided a platform for showcasing emerging talent and experimenting with genre conventions. De Nyle's direction combined provocative content with a fierce commitment to authenticity, challenging both viewers and critics to rethink what films could be. Beyond her individual accomplishments, Jewel de Nyle significantly influenced broader trends within the entertainment industry. In January 2003, she became a founding part owner of Platinum X Pictures, a studio based in the San Fernando Valley, the heart of the American industry. This move symbolized a shift in power dynamics, as more women took on leadership roles within production companies. Her tenure at Platinum X allowed her to promote content that aligned with her values, including performer safety, creative expression, and ethical production practices. De Nyle's advocacy for performer agency can also be seen in her public statements and professional choices. She often emphasized the importance of consent, communication, and mutual respect in filmmaking. These values resonated in an industry grappling with its public image and internal ethical challenges. By centering performer autonomy and creating opportunities for others, de Nyle contributed to a growing movement that sought to professionalize the industry while maintaining artistic integrity. Her familial relationship with her mother, who worked under the name Diabella, adds another layer to her narrative. Initially estranged, the two reconciled by the time of the 2008 AVN Entertainment Expo, with de Nyle attributing their reconciliation in part to Diabella's departure from Platinum X Pictures. This personal subplot underscores the emotional and psychological complexities faced by those within the industry, particularly women navigating both public scrutiny and private reconciliation. Despite de Nyle's contributions, critics argue that the film industry remains a fundamentally exploitative space, particularly for women. Detractors point to the normalization of unrealistic sexual expectations, the objectification of performers, and the potential for psychological harm. These critiques often overshadow individual efforts to reform and humanize the industry from within. However, such critiques fail to account for the agency exercised by performers like Nyle, who actively shaped their careers and influenced the industry's direction. While systemic issues remain, the presence of women in directorial and ownership roles represents a meaningful shift. Nyle's career demonstrates that individuals within the system can act as agents of change, challenging harmful norms and advocating for more ethical practices. Her work complicates the binary of victimhood versus empowerment, illustrating how agency can be exercised even in stigmatized professions. Jewel Nyle's legacy in the entertainment industry is multifaceted and profound. From her early days as a compelling performer to her later work as a director, producer, and studio owner, she consistently defied expectations and carved out a space for women's voices in a male-dominated field. Her contributions extended beyond on-screen performances, influencing industry practices, championing performer rights, and redefining what cinema could represent. The video has explored Nyle's directorial achievements, her role in industry reform, and the cultural critiques that surround her career. While the entertainment industry remains controversial, Nyle's work offers a powerful example of how individuals can navigate, challenge, and transform entrenched systems. Reaffirming the thesis, Jewel Nyle was not merely a participant in the film world but a transformative figure whose impact continues to be felt. Her career invites us to reconsider our assumptions about sex work, artistic expression, and the intersections of personal and professional identity. As debates around ethics persist, Nyle's story serves as a testament to the complexity and humanity of those working within the industry, and a reminder of the ongoing need for nuanced, respectful discourse. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.